Okay, so Preston, I want to spend just a little bit more time
Okay.
with you on a couple things
Sure.
that happened to come up in a home inspection that I received Friday
Notice the pause.
at 10 o'clock.
I feel like we're at the principal's office over here.
Okay. Why in the world do I care about nail pops? Why?
We all
Why
wanna
do I
know
care?
that.
Nail pops are not something on a hot day.
Yeah. Well, let me say the cause of nail pops. As temperatures change, hot and cold, anything that's organic, wood or something like that, is going to expand and contract. So let's say somewhere like a roof, you have a nail in there and that wood expands and contracts, it tends to push that nail back out a little bit, the nail head. And when that nail head pushes out up on a shingle, it disconnects that little tar strip. So then it makes it susceptible to high winds. If we have a storm, roll through and that tar strip's not sealed, it's susceptible to high winds. So nail pops can lead to other things. They're pretty easy to fix. You get them inside, you'll see them on seams, where the drywall is and things like that. Random nail pops here and there, usually not a big deal. If you see a lot of nail pops in one area and some lightning bolt cracks, around the doors and windows, now that's probably a little something more. But every house is going to have some nail pops, especially if you buy a new home. As everything dries out and cures out, when a house is built, a new home, usually a little bit of that wood's still kind of green, hasn't gone through a full season, you're going to get some nail pops. So, they can lead to other things. They're usually not a big deal, pretty easy to fix, but they do need to be fixed. Sounds like my dad.
Yeah.
Or no, actually sound like me after I left the principal's office.
All right. One more thing, and then I got a couple things for Sandy.
Sure.
Radon.
Yeah.
Is it common in Charlotte?
Yes and no. Radon, comes from...
Yes or no?
Well, I'm going to say yes.
That's a good question.
Not as common as it is in the mountain area. I don't have my exact numbers right in front of me, but I would say I get one that's high out of probably every 25 inspections that we do.
Really?
Yep. And when we say high, we're talking about above 4 picocuries per liter.
Yeah, only 4.
Well, radon, the breakdown of radon gas, it's coming up through your house. It's the second leading cause of lung cancer, so it's not something you want to mess around with.
No.
It's obviously more prevalent in mountainous areas, but you can get on a pocket, and the only way to know is to test. Sometimes around lakes and bodies of water, it'll be a little bit more concentrated, as the radon gas that would normally be coming up through the earth will come out a little more concentrated around the lake's edge because it's sort of plugged in. But I highly recommend radon tests on all homes. I mean, you're usually talking about somewhere between $150 to $200 to eliminate, the second leading cause of lung cancer. I know a lot of mortgage companies are starting to require it now. They always require termite letters, but they're starting to require a radon test.
That's
as
a
well.
good idea, actually.
Yeah, and even homeowners out there not buying a house, I recommend that you, if you get those tests, they're more the passive tests, the charcoals you can get from, the hardware stores. If you follow the directions, they're pretty accurate. I highly recommend. It's like $15.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, okay. All right, so Sandy, we've got to spend a little bit of time launching into some of the things that we originally were going to share together. One of the things that I looked up this weekend was, what are some good preparatory, not suppository, preparatory, although it may feel like that. Oh my gosh, you can tell my age now. That you can do to get ready for a loan, for a pre-approval, right?
Mm-hmm.
As someone who's self-employed, I think there's a little bit more pain involved.
Right.
And it's a little more complicated. How much time we got, George?
15 seconds.
Oh, great. Okay, so we're going to come back and we're going to talk with Sandy about some ways to prepare for the pre-qualification. We're going to hit up Preston for a couple more things, And we're just going to keep going. 704-570-1110 to show your real estate today. Love you being with us. We're live from the WBT studios. Sandy Dickinson, Preston Sandlin, Paul Jameson. We'll be right back. News 1110, 99.3 WBT.
In there saying something like,
Ride home
when you,
with a
when you